How do you call your body parts? And I'm not going to go into the eyes, ears. I want to talk about your private parts. How do you call your private parts in your vernacular? Andika hapo kwa comment section, nataka kusikia. How do you call your private parts in your vernacular, in your mother tongue? The other day we celebrated World Mother Tongue Day. Now, hii mdomo tunajua. Okay, me I'm a Luo, right? So, my lungo ni dhoga. My lungo ni thunda. My breasts. Ni aje mbogi rada. Wazazi. Shikamoo tena wazazi. Mkoaje? Mmeshinda poa? Sasa tunashukuru sana mmebuy bundles. Now kindly pass the phone over to your young people. Jui conversation ni ya young people. Sasa so Mbogi, najua umetoka system. Sasa hii mmekula manyama, vitu fry unasikia mko BS ndio? So now today we want to look at sex education. But I know mmeiva. Nyinyi biology mmepiga yani 100. Yani nyinyi mnaongelelea ma A. So we're not going to spend so much time in definitions, what you've already learned in school, what you can access. The kind of information you can access, I'm not going to spend much time on. Instead, I want to handle the life skills part of sex education. Sawa. I hope inakaa vizuri because it looks like it's opposite. From the screen, it looks like it's opposite. It's appearing opposite. Anyways, now my name is Winnie and I am your big sister. What's up? We want to start very simple by naming body parts. How do you call your private parts in your vernacular? Andika hapo kwa comment section, nataka kusikia. How do you call your private parts in your vernacular, in your mother tongue? The other day we celebrated World Mother Tongue Day. Now, how do you call penis? We say chunda if it's mine, my penis, chunda, right? What other private part is there on a boy? Boys, tell me, what other private parts do you have? Hey, I don't know. I'm not a boy. I'm a girl. My lungoni thunda. Let me show you properly. My breasts, my lips, my breasts, and then I have my vagina, and then I have my buttocks, and I have my anus. Okay, so we were saying in mother tongue, right? Sasa my lungoni thunda, my lungoni thera. I know you've shaken, right? Najua kuna mtu pale amestuka. Relax. This is not CRE. This is sex edu what? Sex edu what? Sex edu. Good. Milo only see under now. There's a londa somewhere there. Okay? So that's Luo for us. It is what it is. Now, the reason why this is very important, this is crucially significant, is because if you do not know the difference between your private and your public, you might mix things up. You can let public people touch your private parts because you don't know the distinction. So you have to have distinction. What's a good touch and what's a bad touch? Sex for us is a taboo conversation. We struggle with access to this kind of information as young people. Now, when you get to the age where you're able to take a bath by yourself, you don't need your caregiver or your parent to wash you. You can take a shower by yourself. Now, there are only few people who should touch you. Number one is yourself, because you're responsible for your body. You touch yourself as you take a bath, as you take care of your body. You have to assess, especially for females. You know, they tell men to assess their scrotums. When you're above the age of 18, you need to start assessing your breasts as a female. Unaguza hivi usikie iko aje? Are there lumps? How is it feeling? Is it feeling normal? Okay, how do you even know what normal is? You are allowed to touch yourself. And then a doctor is allowed to touch you. Because whenever you go in for a medical checkup or medical care, a doctor, a medical practitioner is allowed to touch you. Now, a caregiver is allowed to touch you. Sometimes, you're really sick. You need someone to attend to you. A caregiver is allowed to touch you. But now, here's the catch. Statistics show that, even though I won't go into data and statistics because you can access that. You can find that on Google. You can find that on literature. I don't have time because I need to keep it short for your sake. So, statistics show that some of our caregivers as young people ndio wanatu sexually harass, wanatuguza in a way that is not right. Wanatuguza na bad touch. We talked about bad touch and a good touch. Wanatuguza in a bad touch. So how do you raise that? How do you raise an alarm? That's a conversation we need to have. Okay, we're going to have that conversation today. We're just talking about naming body parts, calling them by their names. All right. Haitwi dudu. Haitwi dudu. Haitwi dudu. Inaitwa vagina. Alright? Ama penis.